Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Kevin's in Vegas, murdering his liver, I'm sure. But this is Chris Hardwick.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Chris Hardwick. We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
On the show today, our coverage of CES will continue. Kevin, leave the casino long enough to show us the rest of CES. We have got the Sony Eco Notebook, a Samsung 3D TV, a 3D Blu-ray player, and things that make beeping noises. Got it all. Plus, the worst Wheel of Fortune contestant ever, and the worst TV pilot ever. They're both pretty awesome. We're going to double down on all both of today's Around the Next.
Then it's a maid who uses laser beams and a jazz-playing android in robot news. Now, I bet together those two would have been a very tiny robot baby who plays a saxophone. And, of course, Sarah Underwood will talk about Women of Ninja Warrior. And the running the Ninja Warrior course in a sexy outfit. Something I have always yearned to do.
Maybe you could borrow one of hers.
Maybe I could.
That'd be awesome.
USA.
Now we go to a magical place called
Internets.
Internet.
I don't know what it is, but I hear they have some strange things there. Feels good.
Today's number 5 is compelling evidence that lifting weights is dangerous.
Even after you're done.
Here we go, come on. Get up. Yeah, there it is. Nice.
Later, he awoke to find his face was filled with stitches.
And his pants filled with intestines.
Stay in school, kids. You don't want to end up a weightlifter.
Today's number 4 item is from the old Nickelodeon show called Nick Arcade. I actually did not know this show.
You didn't know this
No.
show? There were a couple shows on, it was Starcade was on network television, and then Nick Arcade was the version of that, where they just played video games. For those of you, again, who don't remember, it was this weird... There was also trivia involved. There were puzzles, and there were gaming contests. And it ended with the leading team put into this really lame green screen version of a video game.
Okay, well, I assume the show has aged well.
Identify 3 out of 5 different office supplies. Okay, I think that's all the flashing. Can you name 3 of them for me, yellow team?
A hamburger.
Which way now?
Right.
Mikey's going to the right. Oh, he can't go to the right. What movie begins with the words appearing on the screen a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away?
Space Track?
Team. Pardon me?
Space Track?
Space Track? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Right. Mikey's moving right. Oh, he can't move right. He's at the edge. 10 seconds to spell the word Sequoia. Go.
S-A-S.
Space Track?
That was so sad.
Wow, children are still the future of America, right?
No, because that was a long time ago. Those children are our present.
That is why we are totally screwed. Yay!
Coming in at number 3 today is a cat video, which means you're already predisposed to love it.
Yeah. I mean, cat videos on the internet, there's like 12 or 13 billion of them. And they're often of questionable quality. But this one's truly something special.
Buddy. He's in reverse.
Yeah, there you go, get it.
Okay, now I know. Some say animal cruelty, but I say animal hilarity. Am I right? Because that little cat was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm a cat. I'm stuck in a box. The people are laughing. I mean, that was funny, man.
Kevin, where'd you go? Kevin, where'd you go?
Where did you
Kevin,
go?
where'd you go?
Because seriously,
Kevin, where'd you go?
I get it.
Ken, where'd you get?
The cat was in a box.
Ken, where'd you get?
But where did you
Kevin!
find a comically oversized
Kevin!
Kleenex box? What?
Where'd you go?
Today's number 2 around the net will make it harder to dismiss the cultural relevance of Wheel of Fortune, the long-running game show that, I have to say, really is a barometer for our country's diminishing cognitive skills.
Yeah. Now, I just say, Wheel of Fortune shouldn't be this hard. After all, the answers are everyday phrases in a language that you speak.
It really should just be called Guess the Word.
Yeah, just talk.
Yeah.
Just talk. But I got to show you guys, here is a late December airing of The Wheel that just descends into idiocracy.
Lolita.
Self potato. Sorry.
Michael. Self-portrait.
Self-potato?
It's worse than Space Trek.
Oh, wait, now I know what those kids from Nick Arcade are doing now. They're contestants on Wheel of Fortune.
Number 1 time?
Number one? This is a special number
Really
one.
good. Really good today.
Yeah, today's number 1 item is the failed 1990 sitcom Puchinsky.
No, tell them the real name, really.
It's Puchinsky. And when we say fail, we mean it on several levels.
Well, let me make some sense out of this.
Okay,
Because the
please.
show's premise is pretty simple. A cop named Puchinsky dies, and his soul somehow finds its way into a bulldog, which then teams up with another cop to solve crimes. It's Puchinsky, the cop dog. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm on board.
Peter Boyle is a tough, ill-mannered cop who is run down in the line of duty. But that's not the end of his story. No. He's reincarnated.
Ha! Surprise!
As a streetwise bulldog in Puchinsky.
What are you going to do now? Well, first I'm going to try licking myself, and then I'm going to catch my killer.
The talking dog teams up with his astonished former partner to put the bite on crime. It's touching.
Look at me. I've become a dog. It's all sinking in now.
It's poignant.
But it's life. It's precious life.
It's unforgettable.
You're a dog. I'm a cop. This is ridiculous.
The tension in that household.
I'm a dog.
I'm a cop. It's just
How did that even get shot? Do you think ABC needed a tax break or something?
no, it was actually part of like a multi-network strategy back in the early 90s. They figured people like animals, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like some animals?
Animals.
So they'd probably like animal TV shows as well.
Well, how'd that work out? Dr. Shock, my child has come down with a rat terrible fever, and I don't know what to do.
Tell me, Mrs. Richardson, how does it feel to be responsible for your own son's death?
Objection! Sustained. Listen, one more outburst like that, Mr. Atacama, and I'm holding you in contempt of court. Honey, it's time for dinner.
Still ahead, we've got gadgets galore when we drop in at CES.
I can't wait to watch pie ads on the 3D TV. And only 4 friends can watch it.
You keep smashing your hand against the screen.
Spezialbier.
If there's one thing everyone at CES wants to check out, it's 3D TVs. And I have to say, we were quite excited to get our mitts hands on Samsung and Sony's new 3D stuff.
You know, especially because coverage of CES 2010 is brought to you by Sony Pictures Legion in theaters January 22nd.
From laptops and smartphones to tablets and wireless everything, CES has got the coolest tech.
Absolutely, but this year, it's all about your television.
Hells yeah, it is. Let's be honest, when it comes to TVs, we know bigger is better, but we're slowly learning that 3D might be best. So what does Sony have in store for that?
We're introducing a lot of new TVs this year. They're 3D enabled, which means it's completely built in. You're looking at our 60-inch Bravia LX series. This also is in our new monolithic design, which is bezel-less and completely frame set. So at Sony, we believe the best viewing and audio experience is going to come from these TVs.
And your Bravia line has been hugely successful, so I got to believe that incorporating the 3D was something that seemed second nature.
Second nature, we're also a producer of 3D content with games, music, and movies. These TVs come with 2 pairs of 3D glasses so you can have a complete experience at home. They're not available today, but you can pre-order them for later this year.
There you go. The future is near, people. I'm just going to sit on the couch and watch this one for the rest of the day.
All right, we're here in the Samsung booth looking at their latest and greatest. This is the C9000 3D LED TV. As you can see, it makes all your Korean pop stars look phenomenal. 240 hertz refresh rates. It's got the usuals, the USB ports, your Ethernet, 4 HDMI inputs. But what really makes this thing shine is the touchscreen full-color remote. Now, why do you need a touchscreen full-color remote? Well, how about previewing a channel before you switch to it? You can make sure the commercial's over before you actually jump channels. Or there's a big game going on, you don't want to miss the big kick or the walk down the runway. Did I just out myself? You actually take the remote, walk into the kitchen, and check the programming on the remote without having to actually, miss the programming. Another cool thing is you can access your media remotely and actually pull up videos, photos, music, etc., and stream it to the TV wirelessly through a touchscreen remote. It's fantastic. The Samsung C9000 3D LED TV. And straight from the desk of technology you will never be able to fit in your own house, Panasonic is wowing everybody with 2 152-inch plasma displays, 2D and full 3D on some of these displays, and the resolution 4K by 2K. What does that mean? That means you got comfy with your 1080p display, and this is a lot bigger than that. Every single pixel looks absolutely gorgeous. It's coming out in spring, probably not to a Walmart near you.
It's awesome. It's all awesome.
Yeah, almost a little too awesome. Damn you, CES, for making my $2,000 HD TV obsolete.
Don't shake your fist at CES. It's very rude. I can't wait to get porn on that thing. It's a 3D TV. Actually, porn on any of these. Can we get? Yeah, someone asked porn, please.
Now that all these new gadgets are coming out, please don't forget to G-Cycle your old ones.
That's right. G-Cycle is G4's plan to reduce e-waste. So visit gcycle.org to find local places to ditch your old electronics so you can buy new electronics.
Yes, that help you stream porn faster. What? I'm a dude.
So this week, Chris Gore rang in the new year with Blood and Guts.
It's an all-horror edition of DV Doomsday.
2010 Gore! Yeah! Welcome back to an expert. Let's get into this. What is our first DVD of the new decade?
Paranormal Activity.
Okay, now, part of what made this film work was seeing it with a crowd in theaters and everyone's screaming. It's really exciting. But is it as scary watching it at home?
It was for me. I actually watched it in my little 5.1 surround system. Mm-hmm. And you know what? To enhance the experience, I turned off the lights.
You did?
And you know what? I jumped. I actually jumped.
I usually turn off the lights when I watch a movie. You don't normally do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
I do for scary movies.
Oh, so you weren't enhancing the experience. You were just watching a scary movie.
Correct. In the dark, alone.
Oh. Sorry, you were. Yeah, that was kind of sad. Huh? Okay,
it's fun.
Now I know the movie was such a big hit, and they rushed it to DVD. So does that mean that the extras suffer?
Yes, there aren't a lot of extras on this. There's an alternate ending, so you can watch a version of the movie.
Do you like the alternate ending?
Yeah, the alternate ending's good. Except I happen to be aware that there are many alternate endings that were shot. There's no commentary on it, and I'd like to see some of those other alternate endings.
All right. So what's the bottom line?
Bottom line is rent it because it's a great horror film. But there's probably going to be some other edition of DVD with more extras on it.
Yeah. So what's up next?
We have Jennifer's Body.
Okay, so this film kind of tanked in theaters.
Right.
It does star Megan Fox. I know she makes out with another girl. There she is in her booty shorts.
Right.
That's sold to me. Do you think it'll find new life on DVD?
Well, I'm not sure because, I'm watching the film, and basically Megan Fox plays this character, Jennifer, who's kind of a bitch, and she eats men alive. So I didn't know, am I watching a horror film, or is this a documentary about Megan Fox? I wasn't sure. What? It's true.
What men has she eaten alive?
It's the director she's eaten alive. It's crazy.
Oh, that, Michael Bay. That does make sense.
Yeah.
Wait, so is the movie, what, Jennifer's body, is this because she's so hot?
Well, she's
I don't get it, she's a zombie.
She's basically possessed by a spirit, and she kills people.
Okay.
Exactly.
Was she good in it?
Well, she doesn't get naked, so there was acting, and no, I don't think it was that great.
Okay, so special features.
There was commentary with screenwriter Diablo Cody and the director, and which was kind of actually annoying at times because the female director, and they were talking about the girl's hair and this, and it was girl talk. It was like a dinner party. I couldn't wait to leave. That's what the commentary was like. It was sort of irritating. In fact, Diablo Cody talked about something she was really proud of, like, oh, this part represents this. It's very smart. And she mentioned this to Eli Roth, and Eli Roth said, no, I think that's stupid. I agree with Eli Roth. I agree with Eli Roth that I think that what Diablo thought was cool is not so much.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus the fact that the characters all talk like writers. Which when you know something is overwritten, when they all kind of talk like everybody's clever and snappy.
Like they're on Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, or just some sitcom from the 80s. It's like no one talks like that.
Like Pachinski?
Yeah, precisely.
That was a callback. So what's the bottom line?
Bottom line is pass. I'm sorry.
Pass. I can tell you're
on.
going that way.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything good to round up the first DVD Tuesday of the new year?
Ooh, yes. Final Destination. The Final Destination.
I remember Kevin had to see this. Kevin was loving it.
Well, it was enhanced viewing.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it. He did. Okay, this is the fourth Final Destination film. Right. So we all know the formula. People trying to cheat death or run around. Is there any new way to make it fun?
Well, first of all, it's in 3D, and you do get the 3D glasses. So the only way I enhanced my experience was with the 3D.
Okay.
Got a couple paper cuts, that's okay. But this movie is hilarious. It doesn't take itself too seriously. The deaths are so over the top. People being smushed through fences, just cement blocks dropping on them. One guy dies by a pool drain, sort of sucks his innards through the brain. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad,
okay.
Right, Kev? You're laughing.
I remember you texted me
hilarious.
afterwards saying how much you loved it.
Yeah.
Were there any extras that stood out?
Yeah, a lot of good extras. There's 2 alternate endings. There's deleted scenes. There's how they did all the deaths. And it just looks like everybody had a really good time on the set because they know that this idea is dumb. People get killed in stupid, crazy, over-the-top ways. And that's just a good, fun film. Especially if you're enhanced. And the 3D got a little irritating.
Was there a lot of 3D, or was it just like a couple moments?
Oh, those kind of poker moments where like there's a stick right in your face.
That's so not worth
like
it to me,
that.
ever. Never worth it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the bottom line?
Bottom line is rent it. In fact, don't miss it. This is a lot of fun. The Final Destination. Quite enjoyed it.
So do you have a quick pick for today?
Yes, I do. An awesome one. It's something dark side. It's a collector's edition. Comes with a lunchbox and a T-shirt. And they do a lot that you can't do on TV in this. In fact, the F-bomb.
They do a lot on TV.
The F-bomb dropped quite a few times in this.
Is that really that crazy? Is that really worth getting a DVD because they say F?
Well, I think so. I think so. Plus a T-shirt and a lunchbox.
Well, that's worth
Can't
it
go
to
wrong.
Thank you, Chris Gore, everybody. Still ahead, a robotic vacuum cleaner that uses frickin' laser beams on Robot News.
Sweet. Then Sarah Underwood tells us what it was like to be a woman of Ninja Warrior.
And later, it's an ASS classic. It's Job 107. 2 applicants enter. 1 applicant leaves with a promotion. And also, we get to shoot them with a pellet gun.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
I did.
Coverage of CES 2010 is brought to you by Sony Make.Believe. Believe that anything you can imagine, you can make real.
Predicted by the Terminator franchise gets closer every damn day.
But on the bright side, we're pretty sure that jazz-playing robot in today's Robot News will be far too stoned to kill us. There's no doubt robots got the music in them. We've seen them rock out on drums, serenade us with violins, and even conduct full orchestras. But now these bots have competition. Please welcome to the stage, Shimon, the world's first robotic improvisational jazz player. It is the newest addition to Georgia Tech's robotic music group. And as the marimba player, Shimon uses melodic perception technology to detect the drum beat and add rhythmic algorithms that match its tempo. The robot's head moves in sync to the music, which lets the rest of the band know it's on beat. To prove its accuracy, Shimon recently had a jam session with an iPhone running the music app ZoosBeat, which provided the initial music for it to build upon. The plan is for Shimon to develop its improvisational skills so that it will be able to perform with artists on a professional level. So look out, Daft Punk, there's a new robot on the music scene. But music isn't the only outlet robots are using to express themselves. They are also using Legos. Remember Moto Man, the robotic blackjack dealer from Japan? Instead of cards, Moto Man is now using its tactile hand grippers to sort and assemble Lego blocks. Using object recognition and high-res cameras, Moto Man identifies the color and shape of each piece. Then, with its 3D vision system, it calculates the required position where each block needs to connect. Even when mixed up, Moto Man can recognize them using a pre-registered database, picking out pieces in one hand and assembling them with the other. Now that it can build small objects, the plan is for Moto Man to have its power upgraded this spring. So if you're a factory worker in Japan, I'm sorry. Over here in the States, robots aren't replacing workers quite yet, just housewives. And it's all thanks to Nito, a robotic vacuum cleaner that uses friggin' lasers! Ever since iRobot released the Roomba back in '02, Nito Robotics has been developing the XV11, an all-floor vacuum bot that maps out its path using a laser technology called RPS, or Room Positioning System. Starting out with the perimeter of the room, Nito vacuums in straight lines, avoiding furniture and objects. It then cleans the interior area, identifies the doorway, and moves on to the next room. At its core, Nito has a compression impeller that creates an extremely high-powered suction. So you don't have to worry about those wayward Cheerios anymore. When finished, Nito returns to its charging station and waits for you to empty its dirt bin. All the convenience of being lazy is available now for a whopping $400. Kind of a high price for laziness, if you ask me. So, by the looks of things, the human race continues to get lazier and fatter while the robotic regime seems to only get better and stronger. Suck it, humans!
Okay, I get it. They're all well and good, all right? But what about futuristic gadgets?
Oh, we have those too! Including an Eco Notebook, a 3D Blu-ray player, and a whole lot more. Here's the latest from CES.
If it's a piece of technology and it's about to actually rule your life,
it's probably being showcased here at CES. Now, when you think tech, you normally think, how fast does it work? How powerful is it? You don't normally think, how eco-friendly is it? But now, thanks to Sony, we can have both worlds. So what is this fabulous little toy that Sony brought us now?
Well, this is the new W Series Bio, and it's Sony. We believe it's important to be responsible to the environment. 20% of the parts of the product, including the top and the chassis, have been made from recycled parts of DVDs. Mercury-free backlit display, and the product comes with no packaging except a bag that's made from recycled materials.
That's incredible. And how does it work as a computer?
High processing power here and 2 USB ports, very slim and lightweight.
And it's available when?
Now.
Now, people, go out, pick up the Sony, save the environment, save some money, make the world a better place.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Awesome. Toshiba's newest laptop right here, the Satellite E205. It's a continuing partnership with Best Buy, and these things just get better and better. They know that consumers want light laptops with big screens and lots of performance under the hood, and this thing delivers. You've got your backlit keyboard. You have dedicated touchpad controls so you don't smudge things with your wrists. You've got awesome multifunctional USB ports and eSATA drives where you can charge your devices even while the laptop's sleeping. All that stuff is great, grand, and wonderful, including the Core i5 i5 Intel processor. But what really makes this thing shine, you have a dedicated button right on the keyboard. You smash that bad boy, and it will actually wirelessly beam a high-def signal in 720p to any display that you want. So if you're watching awesome video online, you don't have to say, guys, gather around, this girl's on a counter with a cake. No, you just press the button and beam it right to your television set. Another phenomenal laptop from Toshiba. It's the Satellite E205. It comes out on the 17th for about $1,000.
Obviously, the big thing at this year's CES is 3D televisions. Well, you can't have a 3D TV without having a 3D Blu-ray player. So welcome to Samsung's beautiful 3D Blu-ray player. It has built-in 3D playback. It's set up for 7.1 surround sound, which is amazing. And if for some reason your new television doesn't have Wi-Fi capabilities, this does. You can get Netflix, you can get all sorts of Samsung apps on it. No price on it yet, but it's available in early 2010, so you can get a jump start on all your 3D ventures at home. Of course, Sony is here, and what is Sony without PlayStation 3? And we've got some really awesome PlayStation 3 announcements. John, what do we got coming up?
Well, I think 3D gaming is certainly the talk of the show right now. I mean, it is a fantastic way to really immerse yourself in the game. So there's a few things you would need for PS3 3D gaming. You will need a 3D TV, of which we're showing the Bravia here today, and you'll need the glasses.
And I think something that Sony is incredible at is that all of their products really work well together. So I'm assuming this 3D is just going to work really well if you got Sony all the way through.
I'm glad you brought that up because we call that Sony United. And Sony United certainly works. It's a cohesive way that we kind of bring all the different products into this ecosystem. We talked earlier about an eco-friendly notebook, for example, can work as a media server, and you can see that on your PS3 and stream content to your PS3 that way. So innovations behind everything we do at Sony. PS3 is certainly a big part of that.
It's going to be interesting doing 3D first-person shooters, I think.
Yes, it will. Check it out here on the show floor.
Well, I gotta say, we saw some pretty awesome stuff here at CES.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, I'm no marketing whiz or tech genius, but that's just too big for a cell phone. I mean, not everything here is going to catch on. Could you imagine lugging something like that around?
Kevin, we're just going to get
I mean, it's cool that your contacts are huge, but I think
we need some CES detox.
Stay tuned, everybody. Sarah Underwood tells us what it takes to be a Lady Ninja Warrior.
And later, an AOTS classic that turns a job hunt into Thunderdome.
But first, we asked for your New Year's resolutions, and here's what you guys sent us.
My name is Evan Ramirez, and I want to assassinate 10 times more ninjas this year. I'm giving up using Craigslist to set up encounters for sexual rendezvous, and then finding out that the girls are fat, and then leaving for fooling me with a picture that's 5 years old, but before they were fat. And also, I think maybe cookies, because I'm also fat.
Hello. My New Year's resolution is, I'll call you back, I forgot. No, wait, I forgot. Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay, damn it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just forgot. I need to think about this. Can you have a second?
My New Year's resolution is to stop masturbating to Miss Pac-Man. Thanks.
Sarah Underwood to Japan and Kevin to Vegas.
And if Olivia and I didn't have those court-ordered ankle monitors, we'd be there too.
But right now, let's see what happened when Kevin sat down with Sarah to learn some intimate details about Women of Ninja Warrior.
I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja. She's so freaking high. Oh my gosh, I have to cross that. Let's get off this thing. Want to do the zip line? This is for the Women of Ninja Warrior! Now Midoriya, here I
Stealthy like ninja. Please welcome Sarah Underwood, everybody. How are you, Miss Underwood?
Good.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Ninjas don't squeak.
No, can you tell by all that training I had? Don't you think I did really good?
I think you nailed it. I'm tuning in to see how well you did. But I mean, was that the bulk of your preparation? Was screaming in a forest, or was there like a rigorous training thing for running the course?
Yeah, well, the other girl that was with me was Maho Tanaka, and she is a Ninja Warrior, a Women of Ninja Warrior all-star.
Mhm.
So she took me to the bottom of Mount Fuji, and we did this training course that was intense. And let me tell you, after doing that course and the actual Women of Ninja Warrior course, I was really prepared for it because it was very similar to Women of Ninja Warrior, except like 40 feet in the air.
Right.
So I was more than prepared.
So extra element of fear as you're screaming and flailing
Yeah.
about. Yeah. What do they like? I'm always like. When people run Ninja Warrior, sometimes they go for crazy costumes. Sometimes they're in the skin-tight athletic gear. Your 2007 Playmate of the Year, what exactly was that process like? Was there like a bit of a fashion show? Are we going to see that in a special? Did you try on different outfits?
Yeah,
or?
I'm a girl, so I mean, I try on like 20 outfits before I actually go out. I didn't know what I wanted to wear. I tried on all kinds of things. Like, I went from cowgirl to schoolgirl to superhero.
Did you really consider running the course as Daisy Duke? Like,
You should see the costumes that these people run the course in. So
that's
why
going to
not?
snag and pull something, and it's going to be great television, but not a good trip to the ER.
Well, I mean, this was my first time. I wanted to do it in style. I didn't know if I was actually going to do well.
Well, don't spoil what you actually wore, but spoil some of the course for me. Like, how is it different for women? Like, is it ball pits instead of water, and then it's like the log roll is replaced with a pillow fight?
No, it is just as hard as for the men, but they
What are
did
the Japanese pillows like? Are they softer than the American pillows? And do all the girls fight at once, or is it one at a time?
Actually, now that you bring that up, this year, instead of doing one person at a time in stage one, I had to compete against 4 or 3 other girls.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
you're literally running at the same
All 4
time?
people had to run at the same time, so it made it really hard. And let me tell you, I had to go against a professional arm wrestler, an acrobatic person, some like professional frisbee player in Japan.
A frolfer.
And then me. I was against like these crazy people. I was at the top, like with the hardest, the best people, because they kind of put like the people who aren't so good at the beginning.
Right, the jokesters and the celebs,
which is
they let them
where
run together.
I was hoping I was going to be.
No. But did that help you amp up your game when you're looking around and she's, they're doing...
I was super intimidated.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they sweet at least, or were they, like plucking their mustache hairs before the course and
they were
compacts and
they
getting
were
ready
growling at me.
Yeah, were they like frothing from the mouth and trying to
one
intimidate
girl
you?
even did like a front flip in front of me, like as we came out. Like everybody has a thing that they do.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
awesome.
Yeah. Everybody comes out and like does a thing. She does a front flip, and I was like,
and you did
I didn't know
awkward
what to
smile
do,
and stare.
so I did like the in Vogue like model pose. I'm like, what are my qualities?
I don't know. That is a sweet move. It's better than doing like a girly push-up or something like that. At least you just sold it.
I was like, oh crap.
Were you without spoiling? Were you proud of your run?
I was pleasantly surprised with myself.
Really?
You are going to be surprised.
The Voguer maybe makes it pretty far in the old course, huh? Maybe.
I'll have to see.
It was your first time in Japan, right?
First time.
So was it like culture shock at all? Were you prepped for it?
It's a beautiful culture. I mean, I'd heard great things about it, but I didn't really
The
know
trains
how
and the tentacles and the
amazing it
drinking,
was. Yeah. The only thing I didn't like was the food, and they had some gnarly
That's a pretty big part of Japanese culture, though.
Yeah,
I liked it all except for the height and the sumo wrestling and the speaking in their weird language and whatnot. It was
All right,
weird.
whatever. You know what I mean.
You had a good time,
It's
though.
crazy. Yeah, I had a blast. You see, look at all the crazy outfits that the people wear there.
That's just a regular Japanese girl, Sarah.
She ran
there's
in
nothing.
No. She ran. Yeah, and the bugs. They had these crazy bugs there that were like this big flying around.
Well, we're tuning in to watch it. I'm glad you braved the bugs and the back flippers. So thanks for coming on, Sarah, to chat about it. Always a pleasure to see you.
Because you're awesome, tomorrow at 9 a.m., G4 unlocks its Ninja Archives to offer a day-long marathon of the Women of Ninja Warrior.
Then at 5:30, we premiere over 2 hours of all new Women of Ninja Warrior specials.
Wow. You actually get to go behind the scenes of Ninja Warrior with 2007 Playboy Playmate of the Year, Sarah Underwood. Plus, catch 4 all-new episodes, including a first 4 women run it simultaneously in stage 1. Come on.
It's really a gift for you. Check
You're
out
welcome.
G42.com/Ninja Warrior for more info. Still ahead, everybody. It is a very painful AOTS classic.
Yes, please stick around for the fully automatic violence of Job Hunt 07.
Yeah! Right now, we're going to go over to Allison of CES.
Sony makes some video games that can really kick my ass, but they also make some really kick-ass movies. Here's a G4 exclusive clip of the new movie, Legion. I'm doing this again.
The last time God lost faith in man, he sent a flood. This time, he sent angels.
It's a twist on the biblical apocalypse.
The film is really about God having lost faith in human beings, and his archangel hasn't lost faith. And so he comes down to save mankind.
Are you here to protect us?
Not you. Her.
Why me?
Because your child is the only hope humanity has of surviving. They're here.
This is a film to start your year off with. You want to be the first to see it.
Are you saying this is the apocalypse? I'm saying this is an extermination.
Coverage of CES 2010 is brought to you by Sony Pictures Legion, in theaters January 22nd. Coming up Monday on an all-new AOTS, we review Canon's new digital SLR that takes 18 megapixel photos and lets you shoot continuously at up to 8 frames per second. Then we check out the fastest Bentley ever built and a fire truck that looks like the Warthog from Halo in Rides, Whips, and Hoons. And it's the Beer Pong Championship. Blair Herter is in Vegas where 468 teams will compete, but only one will be the winner. See it Monday.
Pitted two associate producers against each other for a promotion.
You know, because back then, violent competition for a job seemed hilarious. And now that we're in a recession, it's fairly plausible.
Yeah. Basically, we made these guys perform office tasks while being shot with airsoft rifles from 10 feet away. I got to hold one of the rifles. Let me just say, some, or actually one, got a lot more hurt than the other. Both of these very talented producers are going to prove that they have what it takes to make it to the next level. While they try to attempt some normal production tasks, the two of us will blast them with these airsoft guns.
They have 3 very simple tasks to complete. They have to collate some script pages that are totally out of order, fax an agreement to my agent, busy guy, and then find a DVD buried in a stack. And in this case, it's a wonderful little family film called Thunderpants. Of course, this is all happening while they're dodging our airsoft shots.
Now, the first one to complete the task without crying, because really there's no crying in TV unless you're Kevin.
In my dressing room.
You are the winner.
Yes, and that valiant winner not only gets a promotion, but bragging rights for years to come. Let's get it going. You guys have 60 seconds
now, Steve,
to
stand right
complete
here. We
all
need you
3
both
tasks.
right here in front of the keep you even.
Yes,
all
let's head on over to our
when
position.
When the horn blows, your time is up, and that means our time is up also. So we're going to give a countdown. You're going to hear
safety first.
You're going to hear a horn blow, and then that means you're dead.
And then you'll hear the devilish screams of your
So Kevin, go ahead and start the
all right, everybody
countdown.
ready here? Yeah. Let's get this going. 60 seconds on the clock, please. In 3, 2, 1. I got fix safety off.
Hache, you feel that? That's just me, Hache. That's just me. That's just me.
I'm in there for the hands. Come on, buddy, get in there.
Hache,
get in
I'm
there.
just nailing it, just so you know.
Hache as well. Go, on to stage 2. I'm shooting through the paper. Shoot through the paper. Get those hands. Get those hands. Oh, my God.
I'm just sitting here.
Look at his arm. I feel bad. Look at his arm. Look at this guy.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going for Hache's arm.
Oh, he can't. No.
Hey, how's that feel? I'm just a little girl.
You little girl.
I just have a vagina.
How's that feel, Hache? Scatter. Oh, my God. Underpants. Wow. That was exhilarating with time to spare.
Oh, my goodness.
Well done.
I got one last vagina shot before the end. Oh, my gosh.
Well done. If I may interview
Hache, are you okay?
the
You're
winner.
shaking.
That actually.
You're shaking.
How's that feel, Steve?
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Let's show it off.
Yeah, you know what? Pain.
Woo!
one.
Can I get you? Oh, yes!
Pain is temporary, but I got Thunderpants and glory lasts forever.
Thunderpants is eternal.
No,
Jeremy,
wait,
your thoughts?
wait. Let's take a shot at what I did to... How's that for a girl with a vagina? Yeah!
That actually hurts a lot.
Thanks
well
to
done.
Jeremy and, of course, Steve. We look forward to seeing you guys compete in Manhunt 07 Live, where we'll hunt and kill, you know, for like employee sweeps or something.
Yeah, can happen.
It'd be fun.
Right now, though, that is going to do it for Job Hunt 07 Live.
Pretty cutthroat. Pretty cutthroat.
So, you know, I shot Jeremy 84 times, and Kevin failed and only shot Steve 15 times.
And that's why Jeremy is an American hero who still has his scars from Job Hunt 07.
Yes. But he did get the promotion, so totally worth it, right, Jeremy?
Right?
Right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
He loves me. You do.
Now let's turn our attention to... Are we going to see Jeremy?
No, we're not. He walked out. He's mad at me still. I will send him some cookies later or something.
In the meantime, it's epic fail.
Oh, epic fail. And this clip is a reminder that we shouldn't go driving in a winter wonderland ever.
No?
Ever.
Go into that car down there, that Honda, or whatever it is. He's under the car. He's under the car.
Oh! Oh my God! Hey, way to bail, lady. Hey, if that was me, I'd be going down with my hatchback.
Yeah. Well, that was filmed in England, so actually the guy on the right was driving.
Oh. Well, in that case, just ditch his lame ass and save yourself, woman. Save yourself. Bail that man.
That was a lot of explosions.
Sorry about that. Hey guys, go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
Stick around. Web Soup with me, Chris Hardwick, starts right now. Good night.
Web videos.
Look out,
Larry.
Web videos.
Hardwick. What else?
This kitty needs to scratch.